Back in Oakland, and as you probably know, Draymond Green is walking a fine line in this series. One flagrant foul or two technical fouls away from an automatic NBA suspension. But if he's learned nothing from his time in Golden State, it's that he can lean on his teammates. Jared Greenberg sat down with Dre and talked more about the strength in numbers ethos.
The one thing we've talked about all year is if we defend and take care of the ball, then we're always going to have somebody score enough points for us, and whether it's the starters or the bench.
You guys have this slogan that you live by, strength in numbers. Many teams, it's just something on a billboard or on a t-shirt. What have you done to make it more than a cliche, to go out and get every single person to contribute?
It's the chemistry of our team, that allows us to do something like that. Everybody's pulling for each other. It's not about one person more than it's about the next. It makes a huge difference when everybody's like this and everybody's pulling for you, as opposed to if you're like, oh man, I don't know if I do this, how someone else is gonna feel. Everybody wants you to do great.
Can you take us into the mindset and the feeling that you get when you've demoralized an opponent or frustrated them and you have them, what that feels like on the court for you?
It's an encouraging feeling, but it's also a nervous feeling, because at any moment when you relax, it'll change. At any moment, if you don't relax, it can still change. That's how talented the NBA is. I have to stay on the edge. I have to stay on the edge. We gotta do this, we gotta do that. And making sure everyone else around you stays on the edge as well. Obviously, we play a team sport. It's not about just you staying on the edge. If you stay on the edge and 14 other guys aren't, you lose. One thing Coach Kerr calls it is appropriate fear. So it's a slippery slope for sure.
This was a strange game for us. We're not used to having both Steph and Clay off like that with their shooting.
When Steph and Clay struggle, what do you notice about their approach from the end of the time they struggle in one game, through practice or film study or just their mentality, till the next time they take the court that makes them get out of that slump or whatever it is?
Number one, they put the work in. You see those guys getting extra shots, lifting, doing everything they can do to get their bodies ready to go for that next game. Number two, they don't change.
Yeah, I missed some shots and didn't get a rhythm, but the way that they defended, I'll be able to find some adjustments for game two, not worried about that.
They don't come in, oh my God, if we would have lost, they'd be hot. We won, so they come in happy as anybody else, just like it's any other day. And that's important, because those two guys, they aren't guys who can play uptight. That's not the way they need to play. That's kind of the complete opposite of what they do.
This team has become so likable, and the fun style that they play. But when did you kind of realize you needed to take on the role of being the aggressor, the emotional leader, the guy that was going to be the forceful speaker, whether it's to your own team or to the other team?
That's kind of just who I am. It's my personality. And, the more you grow, the longer you're with someone, the more that role kind of grows.
How much of the success has come about as a result of everybody understanding that and trusting and allowing you to be you?
Obviously it's important because it also keeps that chemistry together. All right, hey, that's who you are. I'm fine with you being that. This is who I am. Hey, I'm fine with you being that. And that's our entire team. So it all works out for us. And I think that's very important in winning, because if you don't have chemistry, you can have as much talent as you want, it won't work. At some point or another, it'll come to an end. And so I think that's a huge part, of the success that we have, is just everybody being themselves and everyone accepting them for who they are.